Once again, hello travelers, passengers, and hitchhikers. Buckle up, safety first, let's move. So, how's it going? How's everything? Today we have cloudy weather, but still the surrounding is green, which is quite interesting. It looks pretty, that's what matters. But you guys agree. Some people just like sunny weather, no matter what. Some people, actually very few people like cloudy weather, no matter what. I have some friends who would like be strictly against going out for a walk if it's cloudy. Like, there's no sun, there's no life. You stay indoors. I cannot understand those. And there are those who hate the sun. I cannot understand those either. I don't know, for me, I like every kind of weather. I feel like each of them, each season, each weather condition has its own sort of flavor, in a way. I mean, generally, I'm okay with whatever nature gives me. I just love nature, all aspects of it. So yeah, you know, sunny weather makes you energetic, active. It hypes you in a way. It wakes you up. It you know, makes you active. But in a noisy world like ours, this is the kind of weather I need. Just cloudy, calming, easy, and quiet. It's very, it feels quiet. Like, quiet isn't always about something you hear. Like, it's not the absence of sound. Not all. I mean, there is something called white noise. You can still hear it and still feel like it's quiet. Sometimes. For some people it's irritating. For me sometimes it is irritating, but not always. I'm not sure what it depends on, whether it irritates me or not, but I don't know. That's how it goes. So yeah, sometimes it's quiet because of how something looks. Like here, it looks quiet, it makes you feel quiet. Especially when you're inside. Like, this is on the outside. It's, if you go out to the car, it's a bit cold, I guess. But you're inside, you're sitting still, relative to the car, of course. You're warm. Maybe you're drinking something warm as well. Maybe a tea or something. Preferably tea. And you're looking at this while they're actually warm. It feels so cool. Also love the clouds, generally. Here's something you cannot do when it's cloudy. It actually blurs all the clouds together. So you don't see like distinct lines between them, so you cannot see things in them. Like you cannot. You know how you look at clouds sometimes and you start imagining things. Like maybe you see a cloud. I usually see dragons in clouds. See clouds that look like dragons. I really enjoy imagining things in them. Sometimes I see ships, birds, usually things with wings. Yeah, I don't know why. I remember seeing a tiger once in the clouds. But you see, you can only see these things, pictures, let's call them, if it's sunny and partly cloudy. Did I say cloudy? Yeah, you know, it's the end of my day. Super exhausted. So, excuse my pronunciation. Yeah. So yeah, when it's sunny, that's one of the pros of a sunny day with some clouds. It it allows you to see things in the clouds. But when it's all cloudy like this, you barely can make out anything of it. But still, the general gray tone is nice. And that's what I'm saying. Every kind of weather condition has its own beauty, has its own cons. Did I say? I mean pros, not cons. Of course, it does have cons too. That's not what I'm talking about. Yeah, I remember when I used to be a kid, I used to do this a lot, like stare at the clouds and imagine things. I would make whole scenarios out of them, like not just a still picture. I would imagine like a story there. I always imagined how it feel to be among the clouds. You know, just if I was able to fly up there just instantly and you know, just like in a way swim among them between the clouds. Like I used to imagine if I was excuse me, if I was able to really move in them without any wings or sort of plane, just me really moving there. That would have been great. Excuse me again. Yeah. Not only that, I used to when I was a kid, I used to love watching the birds, how they fly around, how they all move together harmonically, like no mistakes, as if they're like one big entity divided into individual parts, but they still all, as if they think together. It's really cool. They fly in circles in the sky. Man, I used to spend hours doing that. Oh boy, that was nice. Life was easier. What's your favorite season? I love the fall, or autumn, if you want to call it so. It's my favorite. I mean, I love the other ones, they're all cool. This one is the title of peace, I guess. You know, when it's rainy and the tree leaves are all over the ground on the street or in a park or something and they're wet. You're sitting next to the window, drinking some tea, and the rain hits the window, making this pretty sound. I just love that. After a school day, you've done your homework, you have nothing to do, you're just staring through the window. Man, childhood was something amazing. It's a miracle. It's sad I cannot go back to it. I mean, I did struggle in school and, you know, learning how life works in general. I'm glad some phases of my childhood have ended, but still, I would go back to my childhood. Would you? Would you go back to your childhood? Do you have just habits that you used to do and you cannot do now because of your adult life? I mean, I'm not sure how old you are, dear passenger, but for some reason I find myself assuming you're not a child. So yeah. If you'd like to share, I would love to know. Oh, I have a question for you. Would you like me to make these road trips live? Or just videos like this? I was thinking maybe if it was live, I mean, we can interact more. We can actually talk. That would be lovely. What do you think about that? Oh, mountains again in the distance. I love that. Look how they're scraping the clouds. Oh, actually, I remember once it was around 8 years ago, I guess. I climbed up a mountain. It was so high, relatively, to, like, I've never been any higher before. I mean, physically. Wow, this looks amazing. So yeah, my friends and I, we climbed up to the top of a mountain and the clouds were actually beneath us. They were way lower. It looked incredible. That was one of the rare moments that count in my life. It's like magic. Like we were above the clouds. They were spanning like a very long distance. And there's the sun higher than them. It looked like it was so surreal, yet so real. Guys, I can never stop talking about how much I love nature. I just love it. I don't know. Do you love nature as much? I mean, I can sit on the side of a river or maybe next to, I don't know, a lake for hours just staring at it and the trees around it, the insects around. I mean, they can be annoying, especially the mosquitoes, but I still love them. I do hush them away, but not with hatred. They're just annoying, but I love them. They're interesting creatures. I have not met anyone that shares this love to nature as much as I do. But I would love to meet such a person. That would be interesting. I know people who like to be in nature, we go there together, but they don't appreciate the silence and just sitting there in nature, just listening to nature. No, they need to talk. They need to sometimes listen to music, play something. I don't understand that. I absolutely, which is cool. I like it too. But I also love just sitting there, feeling nature and just listening to it. Every sound. I suggest you guys try it. It's just great. Tell me if you've tried it or you would like to. Okay, my dear passengers, travelers, and hitchhikers. Guess our road trip for today is over. Hope to see you again in another one. Have a good time of your day.